greetings. I am 2VR8, factotum droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
A gift from my superior. Here to keep an eye on me, I presume.
My only directive is your satisfaction, Master. Besides, my photoreceptors are not surveillance grade. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard the X-70B Phantom, an experimental prototype resembling a luxury shuttle that conceals the combat capabilities of a heavy starfighter. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
Are you at least capable of providing security while I'm not aboard?
I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
Nice digs. Think you got a message on that thing.
Download and begin playback.
Cypher 9, intelligence is finalizing your target list, but in the meantime, there's a formality we need to address. With Darth Jadis' demise, his seat on the Dark Council has opened. It will be filled by his daughter and sole apprentice, Darth Jorid.
Jadis has a daughter?
Lord Jorid demands to meet with you. Proceed to Korriban at once. She has authorized your presence in the Sith Academy.
I've never been to the Empire's first capital. I assume you haven't either.
Met a guy who went grave robbing there once. Lost his tongue to the Sith and felt lucky. Not my kind of place. Give me a shout if you need something. I'm gonna see how they stock the lounge.
Look who made it all the way to Korriban. I think we have a visitor.
Yes, my lord.
Commander, I want to be informal with my bodyguards.
Yes, Lady Jorid.
Delightful. You, my pretty alien. Don't you find my bodyguards delightful?
Absolutely delightful, my lord.
Excellent. Delightful bodyguard, I have a request.
Yes, my lady?
Kill our visitor, please.
As you wish. She's as good as dead.
Oh, wonderful. My poor bodyguards.
I'm starting to get a little peeved. And a little creeped out.
We haven't been introduced. I'm Darth Jorid, Lord of the Dark Council and successor to Darth Jadis. I hear you're investigating my father's assassination. I wanted to see if you were worthy.
The attack was a test, then?
I could sense your feelings during the fight. I think you'll do nicely tracking these terrorists. But are you really sure that this eagle killed the mighty Darth Jadis?
Why do you ask?
Because I thought you might know more than your superiors. Jadis believed in spreading fear and anger to every planet and species in the Empire. Even to creatures like you. Perhaps his ambitions drew too much attention. Any one of his rivals on the Dark Council might have killed him.
You're his daughter. How did you feel about him?
Oh, I hated my father. He taught me to keep my emotions seething inside and show no one. I disobeyed. Chase after your terrorists. Save the lives of your Imperial friends. But if you learn who's really responsible, come to me. I've earned my place on the Dark Council, and I won't share my father's fate. Dismissed.
This is Cipher 9 to headquarters. Do you have my target list?
Watcher 2 here. I've finished preliminary mapping of the Eagle's network. Your designated targets are terror cells located on Balmorra, near the Republic border, and on Nar Shaddaa in Hutt space.
I just had a very interesting meeting with Darth Jadis' daughter. Any information on her?
I'm afraid that data isn't mission relevant. Contact me once you've arrived at either location, Cipher. Watcher 2 out.
Kak na hong ino, alakak nebo ang ramboa, naya nam ramkam, kala amkam mani, libik bak,
What's the situation?
manuk maraka naja, ki nawabam, yak manala. Kam ino memnuk, naja naya amkam mimik meraka.
Tell me why not.
Laporam amka, mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam, rujakak, yang kim aliam.
Sorry about that, Cipher 9. Welcome to the Eastern Galactic Front. This whole star system is a crisis point. Republic and Empire are testing one another's strength. Meanwhile, the terrorists lurk in the middle.
It's a perfect place to operate, isn't it?
Exactly right. The Eagle's men are using the war as a cover for local activities. Balmorra is their training ground. Cell members recruit, instruct, and arm new terrorists here, fresh soldiers destined for other points in the network. It's a vital part of the system.
If Imperial intelligence is aware of this, why hasn't anything been done?
We knew of the Balmorran situation, but we didn't know the depth of the problem, and it didn't seem urgent at the time. To dismantle the terror cell there, you'll need local support. I'm alerting one of our officials to your presence. Lieutenant Renald is the station chief in Sobrik, the Imperial settlement where you landed. He runs intelligence operations on Balmorra and can brief you more thoroughly.
What's your assessment of the man?
He's worked for us for decades. I've never met him, but I expect he's loyal. Renald runs his affairs out of the back of an arms dealership. He'll be waiting for you when you arrive. Move quickly on this one, Cipher 9, and watch what you say. If things go bad, you'll have half a planet gunning for you.
Well, what have we here? Let me take a look at you. Splendid! No one ever suspects an alien. I'm glad Keeper finally sent someone. Pity it took a disaster to get headquarters attention.
You're talking about the attack on Drummond Cars.
Disaster's the only word for it. Thousands dead, a Dark Council member assassinated. Hard to believe the Empire's come to this. But here, I'm being a poor host. Have a drink. Settle in after your trip. This shop doesn't look like much, but it's secure.
Secure or not, this is an odd place to work from.
The shopfront's a necessary deception. The Republic and the terrorists have people everywhere. Rather than calling secret informants into a military base, I speak to them here, and no one's the wiser. These terrorists you're after, they've been a thorn in my side for a long while. They're worse than the Republic in some ways.
So they're not working with the Republic?
This terror cell is homegrown, made up of Balmorrans unhappy with the Empire's rule. I suspect the Republic tacitly supports the terrorists. We're their common enemy. So we do our best to cope with the bombings and sabotage.
What's your response been so far?
The governor makes an example of a few dozen Balmorrans after each attack, but it doesn't have much of an effect. Meanwhile, I've been studying the terror cell's structure, and there's good news. If we can take out the local leader, the cell should fall apart.
What do we know about this person?
The terrorists call the man in charge Grey Star. He runs the cell, gives the orders, and knows all the secrets. They claim Grey Star used to work with the Eagle, but who can be sure? Only the high-ranking cell members know Grey Star's identity.
It's a complication, but there's opportunity there.
I have a mole inside the terrorist cell already. He's a good lad. No cipher, though. He can bring you in. You'd have the opportunity to impress the terrorists, win their trust.
And gain access to their leader.
Precisely. Grey Star will be ours. Sanju Pine, my operative, can introduce you to the terrorist recruiters at the Troita military workshop outside the safe zone. But be careful how you present yourself. If the terrorists suspect you're Imperial, you'll lose Grey Star. And your lives.